ever looked up at the sky and wondered how ancient people kept a track on time without clocks or modern technology? How could they predict the change of seasons or know when planets would move across the heavens? Thousands of years ago, Indian thinkers closely observed the sun, moon, and stars. They devised one of the world's earliest time-keeping systems, not just as a practical tool but as a concept deeply connected to nature and the cosmos. Today we explore this ancient Indian mindset, how they measured time, how they imagined the universe, and how these ideas shaped their worldview.
Imagine a world without clocks or calendars. Ancient Indians rely on nature itself to mark time. They watch the sun's path and the cycle of day and night with great care. For example, the Rig Veda, one of the oldest texts, mentions a year of 360 days divided into 12 months of 30 days. But they knew this wasn't exact. They realized the actual solar year is about 365 and quarter days. So a 360-day year would fall behind by about 5 and a quarter days each year. To correct this gap, they use cycles of years. The Vedanga Jyotisha describes a 5-year cycle of 1830 days to align lunar months with the solar year. In practice, they added extra days or even an extra month every few years, much like our modern leap year. This kept their calendar in sync with the seasons. The year was also split into 6 seasons: spring, summer, monsoon, autumn, pre-winter, and winter. By observing nature closely, the blooming of flowers, the arrival of monsoon clouds, or the cold winter winds, they knew precisely when one season gave way to the next. This careful observation of nature was at the heart of their timekeeping.
Ancient Indian astronomers did not have telescope, but they watched the sky diligently. Over a generation, they tracked the 5 visible planets: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. According how long each took to complete its orbit, they calculate astronomical figure for the number of revolutions of this planet in one great cosmic cycle. For example, they estimate that Mercury complete about 1 crore 7 lakh and orbits, Venus about 7 crore orbits, Mars 2 crores, Jupiter 3 lakh, and Saturn 1 lakh orbit in that cycle. This huge number come from careful long-term tracking of planet against the stars. This attention to celestial cycle was a part of a vision. Time was cyclic and immense. It does not have a single beginning or end but repeated in a vast cycle. This describes incredibly long period of time called yugas. Each yuga cycle was a part of even gender time scale. For example, a Mahayuga lasts 4.3 million years. It is made up of 4 ages called as Satya, Treta, Dwapara, and Kali. In terms, a day Brahma is 1000 Mahayugas, known as Kalpa, about 4.32 years. A Kalpa is followed by a night equal length 3600. Each days make one of Brahma. Even this mind-blowing cycle repeat in endless cosmic time. These vast time scale are astonishing. This resonant with modern science views of universal billions of years old. For the ancient Indians, time was not limited to human lifestyle or history. It was a grand repeating cosmic rhythm.
How did ancient Indians visualize the cosmos behind these grand time cycles? They describe the universe in realms. The earth, called Prithvi, was thought of as a circular disk or wheel floating in space. The Rig Veda even links the earth to a wheel, suggesting a circular or spherical understanding long before modern geography. Some texts describe the earth disk as resting on back of cosmic creature or the center of the universe. Above earth was the sky, a vast dome called Antriksha, leading up to the realm of heaven. The Atre Brahman, a later Vedic text, says the sun's journey to heaven equals 1000 Earth days, an early attempt to conceptualize celestial distances. The night sky was mapped into constellations. They identified 27 or 28 nakshatras along the moon's path and 12 principal divine zodiac signs, also known as Rashis, and 12 served as celestial map to track the moon and planets. Even today, nakshatras and Rashis remain part of Indian astronomy and astrology. Another vivid image in their cosmology is that of universe as a cosmic temple or house. A divine architect, Vishwakarma, is said to have crafted universe. In this vision, each element, earth, sky, star, has a place in a living, ordered structure. The concept of antriksha goes beyond what we call atmosphere. It includes layers of air, mist, and cloud, bridging earth and heavens. This is remarkably similar to how modern science describes layers of atmosphere extending to space.
What makes the Indian approach to time and cosmology unique is its blend of observation, logic, and spirituality. Ancient scholars watched the skies, recorded precise data, and wove those observations into systems connecting humanity to the universe. If an observation did not match their calendar, they adjusted the calendar for better accuracy, always refining their knowledge. Their work had practical impacts. Timekeeping guided farmers by signaling when to plant with the monsoon rains. It set the dates for festival so calibration aligns with seasons and celestial events. It helped travelers for navigation used by the stars for direction. Centuries later, astronomers like Aryabhatta, Brahmagupta, Varahamihira, and Bhaskara too built on these foundations. They improved mathematical techniques, calculated planetary motions, and wrote comprehensive astronomical treatises. Indian temple architecture reflects their knowledge too. Indian temple architecture reflects this knowledge. Many temples align with stars or mark key points of the sky. Even today, many Indian festivals follow the lunar solar calendar, a legacy of this ancient system. The cosmic cycles, the rhythm of yugas and kalpas, continue to inspire stories, philosophy, and culture. For the people of ancient India, the universe was not just a machine but a living dynamic system. Human time was one small thread in a vast cosmic treasury. Each cycle of day and night, of seasons of ages, was connected in a grand harmonious rhythm.
The ancient Indian study of time and the universe reminds us of a deep connection between observation and imagination. When we gaze at the sky today, we see the same stars that guided our ancestors.